It's looking good. All right, guys. So we're back on Certmaster Learn, and we're doing the dashboard fun stuff. Sorry, guys. I got to get my protein for the day. I usually choose Premier Protein. It's pretty nice. Not sponsored. The following does not provide encryption and is therefore vulnerable to eavesdropping and man-in-the-middle attacks. I'm going to say it's NFC if I'm... Okay, cool. Boom. External hackers have some access to a company's website and made some changes. Customers have submitted multiple complaints via email for wrong orders and inappropriate images on the website. Whoops. The chief information officer is now worried about the distribution of malware. The company should prepare for which of the following other issues or concerns. Select all apply. Domain reputation, domain hijacking, a low-level distributed denial of service attack that involves SYN or SYNAC flooding describes what type of attack. That sounds like a network attack. Boom. Oh, hello. All right. A malicious user sniffed credentials exchanged between two companies by intercepting communications between them. What type of attack did the attacker execute? It's a man-in-the-middle attack. Next question. By modifying query traffic, an attacker compromised a legitimate site's web server via a denial of service attack and redirected traffic intended for the legitimate domain to go instead to the attacker's malicious IP address. What type of attack did the hacker perform? I think that's domain name system server cache poisoning. Boom. A social engineer convinced a victim to visit a malicious website, which allowed the attacker to exploit vulnerabilities on the victim's web browser. Which of the following best describes this type of attack? Browser. I would say it's a man in the browser attack. Boom. A company's computer has a mobile device tethered to it, which creates a remote backdoor into the network. What does this device become? A rogue access point. Next. A security engineer examined some suspicious error logs on a Windows server that showed attempts to run shellcode to a web application. The shellcode showed multiple lines beginning with invoke command. What type of script is the suspicious code trying to run? Invoke command. I think it's a macro. No, that's PowerShell. That's got to be PowerShell. Hang on. I'm going with PowerShell. Boom. Now let's go learn. External hackers have some access to a company's website and made some changes. Customers have submitted multiple complaints via email for wrong orders and inappropriate images on the website. The chief information officer is now worried about the distribution of malware. The company should prepare for which of the following other issues or concerns. So we got, excuse me, URL redirections, domain reputation. What you need to know. Domain reputation refers to the beliefs or opinions of the public. If the company does not quickly resolve their website issues, they may lose their current and even future customers, destroying the website's credibility. URL redirection refers to redirecting users to other web pages. This is true for links on the website that the attacker may modify, which point to fake or malicious web pages. Domain name system poisoning is an attack that compromises the process by which clients query name servers to locate the IP address for a fully qualified domain name. Domain hijacking is an attack where an adversary acquires a domain such as full.com address for a company's trading name or trademark. Which of the following attacks do security professionals expose themselves to if they turn the power output down on a wireless access point? Turn the power output down. Jamming attacks. No? That's odd, because you could be jammed at a lower power output. Whatever. Which of the following can perform a denial of service attack against a wireless network? An evil twin attack, a deauthentication attack. No? Really? External hackers have some access to a company's website and made some changes. Customers have submitted multiple complaints via email for wrong orders and inappropriate images on the website. The chief information officer is now worried about the distribution of malware. The company should prepare for which of the following other issues or concerns? Domain reputation, URL redirections. I'm sure. An attacker stole a website name by gaining control of and altering its registration information. The attacker then changed the IP address associated with the site to the IP of a web server the attacker owned. What is the exploit of the website registration process known as? Domain hijacking. Boom. I've been looking for domain hijacking this entire time, and that was the question. All right. Which of the following defeats a jamming attack and prevents disruption of a wireless network when a hacker uses an illegal access point? A very strong signal in close proximity. Select all that apply. Boost the signal, legitimate equipment. Use a locate the offending radio source and disable it. Boom. The attacker used an exploit to steal information from a mobile device, which allowed the attacker to circumvent the authentication process. The mobile device is vulnerable to which of the following attacks? Bluejacking. No? It was probably blue snarfing then. Okay, Wi-Fi protected access fixes critical vulnerabilities in the early wired equivalent privacy standard. Understanding that WPA uses a combination of an RC4 stream cipher and temporary key integrity protocol. This makes a wireless access point not vulnerable to which of the following attacks when related to encrypted wireless packets? Let's try mag flooding. No? A malicious actor is preparing a script to run with an Excel spreadsheet. As soon as the target opens the file, the script includes a few macros designed to secretly gather and send information to a remote server. How is a malicious actor accomplishing this task? What's macros? Designed English PowerShell script. Maybe it was Python then. Let's see. Which of the following attacks do security professionals expose themselves to if they turn the output power down on a wireless access point? Evil twin attacks. Security professionals expose themselves to evil twin attacks as users may expect to find the network at a given location and assume that the rogue access point is legitimate. The deauthentication attack sends a stream of spoofed deauth frames to cause a client to deauthenticate access point. This might allow the attacker to interpose the rogue access point or sniff information about the application process. A disassociation attack hits the target with disassociation packets and performs a denial of service attack against the wireless infrastructure. A jamming interference attack disrupts a wireless network by interference from other radio sources, often to jam an access point. So it was, correct answers are disassociation and deauthentication attack. Which of the following can perform a denial of service attack against a wireless network? A deauthentication attack, a disassociation attack. A disassociation attack uses disassociation packets to remove a known wireless access point from a client's list of available networks. This is a type of denial of service on wireless networks. A deauthentication attack sends a stream of spoof frames to cause a client to deauthenticate. This type of denial of service attack on wireless networks. An evil twin is a rogue access point masquerading as a legitimate one and can have similar service set identifier name as the legitimate access point. The evil twin can harvest information from users entering their credentials. Blue snarfing refers to using an exploit in Bluetooth to steal information from someone else's phone, mobile device. It was blue snarfing. An attacker used an exploit to steal information from a mobile device, which allowed the attacker to circumvent the authentication process. The mobile device is vulnerable to which of the following attacks? Blue snarfing. Blue snarfing refers to using an exploit in Bluetooth to steal information from someone else's phone. The exploit, now patched, allows attackers to circumvent the authentication mechanism. The Bluetooth discoverable device is vulnerable to bluejacking, similar to spam, where someone sends an unsolicited text or picture, video, message, or vCard contact details. This can be a vector for Trojan malware. Oh, hey. Yeah, that's right. I can't go to that. That's cool. Sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted with news. I was just reading that the VA is finally reviewing medical claims from Vietnam veterans about Agent Orange off of the coast of Vietnam. It's pretty wild that it took them only, 50 years to do that. Jeez. All right. Wait, when was the Vietnam War? Let's see. I forget off the top of my head. I always just think 1970s. (1955 to 1975). Gosh, that was a long war. That's crazy. So all those that served in that war got no support after getting sprayed with chemicals like Agent Orange until now, 2021. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. But I'm glad they're finally doing, I guess, better late than never, right? All right. Let's see what we got. So we went to blue snurfing. All right, skimming is an RFID attack where an attacker uses a fraudulent RFID reader to read the signals from a contactless bank card. An evil twin, or sometimes called Y phishing, is a rogue access point masquerading as a legitimate one. It was IV attacks, man. Wi-Fi protected access, WPA, fixes cool vulnerabilities in the earlier wired equivalent privacy standard. Understanding that the Wi-Fi protected access uses a combination of an RC4 stream cipher and temporary key integrity protocol. This makes a wireless access point not vulnerable to which of the following attacks when related to encrypted wireless packets. IV attacks. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm allergic to something out here. Let's see what we got. So, an initialization vector attack modifies the IV of an encrypted wireless packet during transmission to compute the RC4 key stream to decrypt all other wireless traffic. This attack becomes useless when Wi-Fi protected access or Wi-Fi protected access to wireless protection is enabled. MAC flooding is used against network switches that aim to exhaust the memory used to store the switch's MAC address table. URL redirection refers to the use of HTTP redirects to open a page other than the one of the user requested. NFC or near field communication is based on a particular type of radio frequency ID or RFID. It is commonly available on smartphones for processing wireless payments. A malicious actor is preparing a script to run with an Excel spreadsheet as soon as the target opens the file. The script includes a few macros designed to secretly gather and send information to a remote server. How is the malicious actor accomplishing this task by using VBA code? Visual Basic for Applications is a scripting language for Microsoft Office that uses macros to perform a sequence of actions in the contents of a word processor, spreadsheet, or presentation file. Bash or Born Again shell is a command line terminal for a Linux environment. Malicious shellcode commands targeting a Linux operating system are indicative of a bash scripting attack. PowerShell is a preferred method of performing Windows administration tasks. Common PowerShell commandlets include invoke expression, invoke command, invoke WMI method, new service, etc. Python is a popular language for development projects. Codes that have multiple logic and looping statements found in a .py file can indicate a Python scripting attempt. Which of the following can perform a denial of service attack against a wireless network? Select all apply. So it was a disassociation attack and a deauthentication attack, I am sure. Wi-Fi protected access to improves the security of the WPA standard using advanced encryption standard. Cipher with 128-bit keys deployed within the counter mode with cipher blockchain message authentication code protocol. This type of protection makes a wireless access point not vulnerable to which of the following attacks when related to encrypted wireless packets? The IV attacks. A malicious actor is preparing a script to run with an Excel spreadsheet. As soon as the target opens the file, the script includes a few macros designed to secretly gather and send information to a remote server. How is the malicious actor accomplishing the task? By using VBA code. Next question. An attacker used an exploit to steal information from a mobile device, which allowed the attacker to circumvent the authentication process. The mobile device is vulnerable to which of the following attacks? A blue snarfing. Next. Okay. An attacker is preparing to perform what type of attack when the target vulnerabilities include headers and payloads of specific application protocols? Application attack. Okay. External hackers have some access to a company's website and made some changes. Customers have submitted multiple complaints via email for wrong orders, inappropriate images on the website. The chief information officer is now worried about the distribution of malware. The company should prepare for which of the following other issues or concerns? So they should, their domain reputation, and they should watch out for URL redirections. Which of the following attacks do security professionals expose themselves to if they turn the power output down on a wireless access point? Evil twin attacks. Oh. A malicious actor is preparing a script to run with an Excel spreadsheet as soon as the target opens the file. The script includes a few macros designed to secretly gather and send information to a remote server. How is the malicious actor accomplishing this task? By using VBA code. An attacker used an exploit to steal information from a mobile device, which allowed the attacker to circumvent the authentication process. The mobile device is vulnerable to which of the following attacks? A blue snarfin. Which of the following can perform a denial of service attack against a wireless network? Select all the apply. A disassociation attack, a deauthentication attack. I am sure. Let's see. Wi-Fi protected access fixes critical vulnerabilities in the earlier wired equivalent privacy standard. Understanding that Wi-Fi protected access uses a combination of an RC4 stream cipher and temporary key integrity protocol. This makes a wireless access point not vulnerable to which of the following attacks when related to encrypted wireless packets. So we're talking about the IV attacks. Can't do IV attacks. Which of the following attacks do security professionals expose themselves to if they turn the power output down on a wireless access point? Evil twin attacks. Congratulations, you mastered this module. Hooray! How am I doing right now? So all learners have spent an average of 4 hours and 24 minutes. So nobody ever finishes this. Progress 11%, all learners 12%. That's wild though, because I'm about to hit 12% in half the time. Starting knowledge 61%. Dang, son. All right, let's go into, I'm sure this percentage will change based, well, my progress should never go down, it should always go up. So I'm very confused. Maybe people will just like, you go through this stuff and they're like, I hate my life. Explain different threat actors, vectors, and intelligence sources. A closed group of hacktivists who used to work for a greedy company fashioned a zero-day exploit to target specific computers on the company network. The members used internal influences to insert the exploit onto the network, which of the following factors will greatly influence the success of this attack? Really? A bank manager fired a security engineer. The engineer changed companies working for another bank and brought insider knowledge, which broke a non-disclosure agreement with the previous employer. Security engineer used this knowledge to damage the previous company's reputation. What classification of threat actor is the engineer? Competitor. Explain different threat actors, vectors, and intelligence sources. Which of the following actors will surely seek authorization before performing a penetration attack on a private system? A white hat hacker? Look at that. It's funny because my professor was like, they don't use those terms the same anymore. It's different. And I was like, but then why are you asking those questions on CompTIA if they've changed in the same manner that they were originally used? An environmental advocacy group uses cyber weapons to put companies at risk and promote their agenda. What type of attack does this demonstrate? Environmental advocacy. So they're hacktivists. That going on. A company is temporarily transmitting plain text application programming interface API keys to migrate data to an off-prem environment using a web application. The destination's platform is Microsoft Azure. The temporary solution makes it open to which attack vector? All right. Give me a second, guys. I have to figure out some stuff real quick. Stop my screen share. I'm still here if you want to talk, but I got to do some investigations. Let's see what we got. For job searches, my jobs. Applied. Here's. Oh. Copy. Paste. Send. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to do some stuff with job searching and going from there. All right, so transmitting plain text application programming interface keys to migrate data to an off-prem environment using web application. Destination platform is Microsoft Azure. The temporary solution makes it open to which attack vector? Okay, so migrating data to, it sounds like a cloud environment. So I would say cloud is what I'm rolling with here. Look at that. I guess the big hints were like the Microsoft Azure and the fact that it was being in the oh my. All right, so a targeted attack has a budget that can allocate resources and manpower to achieve its goals. What attribute does this type of attack contain? So a target attack has a budget that can allocate resources and manpower to achieve its goals. It has sophistication to it. No. I'm going with sophistication. Boom. An attacker used open source intelligence to gather information about a target's internet protocol, address, registration records for the victim's servers. What type of technique did the attacker use? Oh, excuse me. Okay, wait. Gather information about a target's internet protocol, address, registration records for the victim's servers. Oh, man. Source intelligence. I don't. That's tough because all those are kind of the same thing in a sense. Internet protocol address registration. I would say that might be domain name system harvesting. Sounds more legit because it's talking about internet protocol and stuff. I'm sweating over here. That was like a. So, which of the following malicious actors are likely to show great interest in another country's energy infrastructure and have virtually unlimited resources to carry out espionage attacks? Well, that would be state actors. All right. So, a closed group of hacktivists who used to work for a greedy company fashioned a zero-day exploit to target specific computers on the company network. The members used internal influences to insert the exploit onto the network. Which of the following factors will greatly influence the success of the attack? We got former colleague assistance and revenge for hardship. Okay. Performing an act of revenge for personal hardship after being fired is a great motivation for carrying out an attack and seeing it through to the end. Revenge is a common motivator for insider threats. Former colleagues who are still working for the company are a good resource to influence and insert a zero-day exploit onto the network. These colleagues or insider threats may want to help because they are sympathetic towards those employees who lost their jobs. Criminal gangs or syndicates will seek any opportunity for criminal profit, but typically activists are financial fraud, both against individuals and companies, and extortion. Nation-state actor goals are primarily espionage and strategic advantage over another country. Governments back these actors with virtually unlimited resources. All right. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is searching for a known hacker that may have information regarding a recent security breach on a secret government system. How might the FBI follow up on leads to find the specific hacker on the internet? Okay. I think it would be search the dark web, because you could find maybe his solicitations. Yeah. A hacktivist group has been intercepting multiple emails between a company and a few vendors and has learned that the company is planning to purchase new laptops and some universal serial bus thumb drives. In what ways can the group breach the target company most effectively? Through the thumb drives. Yeah, add malicious USB drives. You could also steal an employee's laptop. I would say even infiltrate the shipping company so that you could swap the laptops or swap USB drives. Really? All right. An up-and-coming electric car business is working closely with the Automotive Information Sharing and Analysis Center to better understand cyber threats and vulnerabilities related to smart vehicles. The CompTIA SEC is what type of threat intelligence source? It sounds like they're a public sharing center. No? Maybe it was open source intelligence then. All right, a group of people lost their jobs after the company filed for bankruptcy. These employees formed a closed hacktivist group to fashion a zero-day exploit that will target specific Windows operating systems on the company network. They will use internal influences to get the exploit onto the network, which the following factors will greatly influence the success of the attacks. Revenge for hardship, former colleague assistance. I am sure now. A nation-state developed cyber weapons to achieve military influence and has the ability to obtain and maintain access to compromised networks. What type of threat actor does this describe? And advanced persistent threats. Employees suspected of modifying company invoices diverted funds from a company account to their private bank account. What kind of malicious actor type does this describe? Employees suspected of modifying company invoices. That's an insider threat, because you could still steal the employee's laptop. I know they're new laptops, but you could steal the old laptop. I don't know. I feel like they're very limiting as far as that answer is concerned, but whatever. Okay, CompTIA. Like, sometimes they're like so out of the box, and then there's other times where they're just like, no, you have to be inside my little box right here. So that's kind of annoying, but whatever. I'll get through it. All right, guys, I'm going to go take a quick break. And what? And what? Oh, okay, that's fine, whatever. Well, I am on my break. I guess I can show you guys my website. Let's see what we got going on here. There you go. And that way you guys have something to look at while I am going to haha. I really like the red one. Just looks cool. Anyways, see you guys later. I'll be back. Okay, I need water. right. Guys, something came up real quick. I'm going to be right back. I will see you soon. Oh, hey. Yeah, no, I need that right now. Oh, I am so sorry, guys. It took a lot more time than expected. Let's see, what are we doing here? Wait, did I get more in? What have I missed since I've been gone? Okay, it doesn't look like anything. Let me see. I'm going to just stop screen share for a few seconds here. Give me a sec. What is this? What's this? What is this? Oh, get that hair out of my face. All right. Yes. 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 All right. Well, oh, that's the Feed the Flames document page. So it's a donation page. I have more of these with thanks to Restream.io. I've got these lessons on my YouTube for studying purposes. If you guys need help, you can review these. I'm going to probably review them before I take my test. Let's see, CompTIA Certmaster. Oh, and this is my store, of course, right? If you guys want to support the channel, make donations, follow, like, subscribe on the YouTube stuff, and yeah. We'll go into learning what I need to know, why I screwed up. So we're looking at a hacktivist group has been intercepting multiple emails between a company and a few vendors, and has learned that the company is planning to purchase new laptops and some universal serial bus USB thumb drives. In what ways can the group breach the target company most effectively? So they're saying infiltrate the shipping company and add malicious USB drives. So infiltrating the shipping company takes advantage of the supply chain in this manner. Malicious actors can replace parts of the laptop or hack the operating system before it gets to the company. Sure. Adding malicious USB thumb drives to the order is taking advantage of removable media to trick the user into plugging them into a computer where the hacker can carry out further attacks. Creating a fake account on Facebook and LinkedIn is taking advantage of social media to carry out social engineering attacks. Hackers can pose as the vendor in this case. Stealing an employee's laptop is using direct access attacks that involve physical or local breach techniques at the target person's system or network. Okay, fine. Fine. What? Next. All right. An up-and-coming electric car business is working closely with the Automotive Information Sharing and Analysis Center, AutoESEC, to better understand the cyber threats and vulnerabilities related to smart vehicles. The AutoESEC is what type of threat intelligence source? They're private sharing center. Okay. Information Sharing and Analysis Center share threat intelligence and promote best practice in many critical industries, such as the auto industry. AutoESEC operates as a private organization made of a board of directors, and ESEC is set up and operated under a government body such as the Department of Homeland Security and would be considered a public sharing center. For example, the Communications ESAC, also known as the DHS National Coordinating Center, Open Source Intelligence. Sources come from companies that operate threat intelligence services on an open source basis, earning income from consultancy. For example, VirusTotal.com is an open source intelligence source. Okay. It is lunchtime. Well, crud. Let's see. What I'm going to do is try and finish these up, and then I'll go on lunch. Closed or proprietary intelligence sources from commercial threat intelligence platforms such as IBM X-Force, Exchange, or FireEye. Keep going. A closed group of hacktivists who used to work for a greedy company fashioned a zero-day exploit to target specific computers on the company network. The members used internal influences to insert the exploit onto the network. Which of the following factors will greatly influence the success of this attack? Former colleague assistance and revenge for hardship. Next question. An up-and-coming electric car business is working closely with the Automotive Information Sharing and Analysis Center, Auto ESEC, to better understand the cyber threats and vulnerabilities related to smart vehicles. The Auto ESEC is what type of threat intelligence source? They are private sharing center, I am sure. All right, a group of hackers has been monitoring recent orders from a company involving new laptops and Universal Serial Bus thumb drives. The group infiltrated the shipping company, added malicious Universal Serial Bus thumb drives to the order. The target company received the order without any concerns. What vectors made this attack successful? So select all that apply. Removable media and supply chain. Look at me go. A hacktivist group has been intercepting multiple emails between a company and a few vendors and has learned that the company is planning to purchase new laptops and some Universal Serial Bus thumb drives. In what ways can the group breach the target company and most effectively? So this is just basically the other way of saying the same question. So infiltrate the shipping company, add malicious USB drives, Universal Serial Bus drives. I'm sure. An up-and-coming electric car business is working closely with the Auto Information Sharing and Analysis Center to better understand the cyber threats and vulnerabilities related to smart vehicles. The Auto ESAC is what type of threat intelligence source? They are a private sharing center. Congratulations, I've mastered this module. Okay. Sorry, guys. That's crazy, though. Like, it says I'm doing really well, but I suck at the other CompTIA stuff. So I'm not sure. Maybe this is teaching me better. The material? I don't know. But here's to hoping. So right now, guys, I would just like to let you guys know I am going to probably not be able to do Certified Ethical Hacker today. I've got some stuff going on. I am looking at trying to do some more stuff today, but we'll see. It depends on how crazy the schedule gets. Right now, I would just like to remind you as well, there is a donation page that can be easily found in the About section. Let's see, where is this? So if you just click About, we have a donation page where you can click on the image and you can donate if you so choose. Also, I have the YouTube channel with all the information that we've previously gone over. So I've got all these live streams you can look at. There's different aspects on each one for Certified Ethical Hacker, CompTIA, And also, my wife has her own YouTube channel where we do things, adventures, skiing, all kinds of fun stuff. Also, she has her own Twitch channel. And last thing, but not least, we have a store for you guys. If you guys want to purchase and support, that would be great. And I've got different stuff for different people. You know, we got the women's t-shirts. I was trying to get the crop tops, but they're unavailable right now. So that's kind of a bummer. I was kind of looking forward to that. And then we've got mugs, you know, stuff like that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I hope you guys learned something about cybersecurity, Security Plus, and hopefully I'll learn something too, right? Because this is a joint kind of journey where we're both trying to learn stuff. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world. All right, and bye.